Hey everyone, this is Pick for Life, and coming to you with another review from TFcon's 2019 or DC 2019 exclusives. These are the two recolors that we got of their Sphinx. So Ocular Max's Sphinx. This is the G2 coloring, obviously, and this is the surprise version, which was kind of like the Pharaoh version that we got. That wasn't announced ahead of time, but we were able to pick up. So I'm just going to do both of these really quickly. I'm not going to go into transformation because it is the same exact mold and transformation that we've gotten before. I just really want to show off both modes as well as the packaging, because that's what I think is really kind of interesting from both of these. So this is PS01R and this is PS01P if I'm not mistaken. So let's take a look at these one at a time. First off, let's look at the Regenesis. So this is the G2 version, and you can see it's in its G2 inspired packaging with the super garish deco that you either love or hate about G2. Me personally, not a G2 fan, but a lot of people did like the G2 series, and they've been doing a lot of G2 repaints as of late across the board. So I like that they went with the retro packaging. The only downside is that they had to have all these accessories that didn't fit in anywhere. I think it would have made more sense to packaging somewhere else, but basically what they did was just taped it to the bottom, but when you did that, you couldn't really stand it up. So he does have his gun, both his guns recolored, as well as some instructions. But let's get him out of the packaging. It's kind of like the blister packaging, but at least this one you can very easily open and reclose. But the packaging itself looks really nice. And they have the bio stuff. They showed all of the recolors and retools and remolds, or whatever you want to call them. I guess they're mostly recolors of all the Sphinx. So it looks like we have 8 right now. So there's the one that I have here, the original one. Where did he go? I did have him. Oh, there he is. So here's the original one that they show up, PSO1. They have the quote-unquote alternate one, which was the lighter blue. They had PSO2, which was the red one. Then they had PSO1 Stealth, I think it was what the S was called. They had the Toronto version, which was my preferred version, and then they had the Chicago version, which is not as cool. The only one they don't show here is the super exclusive, super rare, all clear one, which was like only a handful were made. I think like 7 were made, and one of them was given out as a prize. But yeah, there's also this one, the C, which is the cell/animation version, and then the 2 we got here. So anyway, Miami Sphinx. I don't really get that reference, but okay. All right, so we'll look at him first really quickly in his alt mode. While it is really ugly, I would say, they did a really good job making it look clean, and the deco is really nice. Like, I don't really get any of these references. I'm not a G2 guy, so this 188 thing, I don't know what that stands for. It does have the crocodile or alligator. I don't really know the difference. Never will understand the difference between the two of them. I think something to do with the snout or something like that. But yeah, the actual scale deco is really nice. The little alligator here. The paint work is really kind of cool. So I will give it that, even though I think the color is just hideous. They did make the driver translucent pink. But yeah, it looks kind of G2. Sorry about that. The weaponry in here and the instructions, they are going to be the same instructions, except they did actually change the coloring, which is nice. And then we have some information on the back about the sculpt with Griffith, Makotron, the decal stuff. Like this whole design here was Boris Chow from ages 3 and up. Packaging and artwork, Double Agent and Reza, I don't know Reza, Ilyasa. Ian or Hard Return did some of the photography. I didn't do the manual because they don't need one for this, but I did do the original ones. And then powered by Mastermind Creations. So weaponry wise, it's the same weaponry. You can plug this into the side here, like so. Nice silver paint, molded pink weaponry. And I don't even remember. It's been so long. I don't even remember. Oh, actually, I'm stupid. Yeah, this just plugs in here as well. I was like, how does this tab in? But yeah, that's really it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the Pharaoh version. And then we'll do a cut. And while I transform both of these into the reverse option for each of them. And you can see both of them. As far as Pharaoh, the packaging is also really kind of cool. Nice gold. I'm really curious if these hieroglyphs actually mean anything. I'm guessing they have some sort of meaning, but I'm guessing it's not all that accurate. But if anybody knows how to read hieroglyphics, then let us know. It does have a nice little bubble here that actually sticks out. And you can see inside and see Pharaoh. On the back, really pretty plain. Again, has all the information about who was part of the team that made this up. It is unsecured, so no tape or anything like that. Open that up. You have a clamshell, like so. Let me see if I can get this out. So this Pharaoh comes with not just the tune face, but he also comes with two alternate faces. One is kind of the toy face. And then the other tune face, which is kind of the smiley one. Both of them have nice gold details as well as blue paintwork. And they swap on the same way as the ones we've seen before. You just unscrew the back here and then you have to take this part off first. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do that easily right now. Come on. Well, you remove the back piece here and then you unscrew it. You can look at the instructions for that I've done before. The instructions at the bottom here and the weaponry and the accessories. So again, they did go ahead and change this up. He does have an alternate card. Oh, I guess does the G2 one not have a card? Did I show that? Oh, I guess the G2 one doesn't come with a card. The Regenesis. Well, this one does. The Pharaoh one does. And again, they did redesign the instructions and card to match the gold and black. As far as he goes, he is molded in black glossy plastic, which really does take a nice shine. And he has a lot of gold paintwork going on all the way around the edges here. These die-cast pieces here are painted black and gold. It's almost like maybe like more of a bronzy color. And he does have just some slight highlights of this kind of bluish purple look to it. And then his metallic, almost like turquoise eyes. I did hear that they were thinking about putting like an Anubis design on the chest here, but they went without it. I think it would look nice. He does look really nice here, but maybe just a little bit of detail. But maybe they wanted to leave that open so that you can put your own symbol on there. Again, his weaponry. Molded and I think painted in that kind of goldish, bronzish color and black. Oddly enough, the weapon here is molded in kind of like a matte black as opposed to like a glossy black, which I thought was kind of interesting. You can mount it on his shoulder as before. If you can try to do that on camera and not look silly. There we go. And his weaponry can be held again. There we go. I will say that compared to my first Sphinx, which I'll bring out here, they did improve the tolerances quite a bit. I feel like he's a lot less loose in certain joints than he was before, but that's nice. So you can just see how they compare real quick. Some people like kind of like the plain look. I supplemented my Sphinx with Reaper labels, as you can see. Alright, so articulation wise, he's all the same. I'm not really going to talk about that. I really just wanted to show off what he looks like in robot mode. He also has a translucent gray driver, or kind of a smoky colored one, that will show off in his alt mode. So give me a second, I'll transform these guys into the other modes and we can take a look at them and finish off the review. Alright, we're back in the various other modes. So here we have Pharaoh in his alt mode with his little smoke driver here. Again, he still has some of these nice paint details. Again, a little bit more plain than I would like. I would have liked something here or on the front. But for those that don't like the Egyptian theme, I don't know why mine. Oh, there we go. The Egyptian theme, but like black redecos, this might be for you. Going over to the Regenesis or G2 version of Sphinx. He is what he is. Pink and green nonsense. But he might be your cup of pink and green nonsense. But I will say, again, the decals and the decos here just look real. They do look nice, even though they are just kind of crazy. And again, if G2 is your thing, this is going to be up your alley. If black redecos are your thing, they'll be up your alley. But that's it for this really quick review of the exclusives from Ocular Max from TFcon DC 2019. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And like I said, most of these will probably be available for you at some additional retailers like ToyDojo.com in the upcoming weeks, if they haven't been already sold. All right? Thanks a lot, everyone. Hope you have a good one.